We will have live coverage of the pairs short program in just a minute. This is dance practice from earlier today. Tessa Virtue, Scott Moyer, Olympic world champions. Now, recently, they were supposed to have skated at a competition in Finland. Now, Scott had a sore neck. They did not go to Finland, but both maintain they are ready to go here this weekend in Windsor.
We were ready to go to Finland, so the programs were already ready to compete, but now just having 2 more weeks working on those elements and really perfecting things, just trying to make them fit with the rules. The lifts all work, it's getting them under time, and we've been doing this for a couple years, so we know what we have to do in order to get in competition shape, and that's what we've been focusing on for the last 3 weeks.
And just a reminder tonight, and again, it is TSN 2. We're on the air at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 on the West Coast. We'll have the short programs for the men featuring Patrick Chan, and of course the dance, Virtue and Moyer. Once again, Rod Black and Tracy Wilson. Rod.
All right, thank you, Brian. Looking forward to that tonight. Looking forward to the pairs short program coming up here momentarily. We have 7 pairs teams in the field. 3 to start things off. And in the second group, we will see the Canadian champions, Megan DeHamel and Eric Radford. For pairs teams, as we have seen in the past, this is such an important competition. It is your trampoline. It gets you going for the season. It's a long season, maybe the most physically demanding discipline of all figure skating, and so many of these teams working on new performances, new routines. They also have to shake off some rust. That's the second group that we'll see.
And it's so tough for the pair teams this early in the season because of the risk elements, and if they struggle on the risk elements, the whole program can come undone. And so we've seen skaters really be able to launch themselves with a great start on the Grand Prix circuit. The reverse is also true.
We'll also see the 4-time world champions, Alyona Savchenko and Robin Sokolby. I was looking down the list of champions. Amazing when you think of all the great pairs teams that have skated at Skate Canada through the years. Gordieva and Grinkov, Brasseur and Eisler, Saleh Pelche. You go down the list of all the great ones. No team has won more Skate Canada international events than that German world champion team.
Alyona and Robin, they love to skate in Canada. Like the audiences here, a lot of skaters feel the same way, and Megan and Eric are hoping that they will really measure up strongly against the German team.
The other Canadian team, Paige Lawrence and Rudy Swiegers, we'll see them as well. First up, 2 American teams and a French team. And yes, the season has begun in Windsor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first competitors. Mesdames et messieurs, les premiers concurrents. Representing the United States of America, Lindsay Davis, Mark Ladwig.
Americans, Lindsay Davis, Mark Ladwig, a new formation, a new chapter. Mark skated pairs for the last 10 years. Amanda Ivora, of course, they skated at the Olympic Games, and now he has a new partner in Lindsay. They get off to a fresh start here at Skate Canada.
Skating to Beethoven's 5 Secrets, and it really doesn't get newer than this, Rod. They only joined up together in June. So this is week 16, and you do see the wonderful moments of potential in practice. Opening with side-by-side triple salchows, and that's a beautiful start, just what they're looking for. Very difficult pairs element, required element coming up here. Can be a double or a triple twist. They're doing a triple. A throw triple loop. start. Mark is considered to be one of the best lifters in any para competition. Very strong. They competed together about 4 weeks ago. It was their first competition. It didn't go so well. And Mark said, you know, when you're doing a lift and you're more concerned about the grip and your hand placement on her body than your skates, well, you know it's scary. But every part of the program they have to think through. Nothing is automatic. Boy, it helps when the elements are coming out well, as they are here in this short program. Back outside death spiral this year is required. The woman has to get her head down by her skating knee in order for it to get full marks.
Well, that's not too shabby for their first Grand Prix event. Lindsay Davis and Mark Ladwig. Lindsay has had 2 partners before, but has never skated internationally. Mark, of course, his former partner Amanda, they skated to a silver medal at the U.S. Nationals and did skate at the Vancouver Olympics. We'll have their marks when we come back. Well, there is Lindsay Davis and Mark Ladwig and Lyndon Johnson, former Canadian champion. And, of course, such a great competitor for Canada through the years, now has a training site down in Florida. If I want to skate somewhere beyond Hawaii, I think I check Florida out.
You want to do pairs?
Yeah.
I'm up.
All right, let's go.
Throw triple loop, and that's a new element. They were doing a throw triple lutz, but they found that suited her better. And look at this lift and the strength getting up. The timing very important there. You can see Mark carrying his speed, good balance over the blade.
Got into the right spot for you.
Mark's old partner Amanda Ivora, who he is with, she decided to retire, and so you have to go looking for partners, and he found Lindsay, and they formed quite a partnership already.
Probably a little more desperate.
And the pairs event is tough. It's very, very technically difficult. If you just to be able to join up and step in and compete, it takes some time, and they haven't had time. They've done an admirable job.
Lyndon, of course, skated with Cindy Landry, also Denise Benning. He won a silver medal in pairs. Lyndon Johnson from Panayola, Manitoba, now the coach of this team and many others. 47.05. Watch that score for the 6 teams to come.
I mean, I know we lost a lot of marks from each.
The next competitor. Les prochains concurrents. Representing the United States of America, Tiffany Weiss and Don Baldwin.
Back-to-back U.S. teams in this field. Lesser-ranked teams still trying to climb the ladder. They were 9th at the U.S. Nationals this past season. 4th season together, Tiffany Weiss and Don Baldwin.
Skating to open arms.
Interesting team. They spin opposite to each other.
And unlike the other pair teams, they're opening with a safer double twist, trying to get marks from quality, and that was at nice height, a very clean element. Last year with their triple, they kept getting deductions because it was untidy. You see how they jump in different directions, almost going out of the screen. It is difficult to find pair partners. It's not optimal to jump in different ways. It has been done. Watson and Opegard, and they were Olympic and world medalists.
when you do it, when you have opposite partners, it is paramount that it has to be precise.
Working well with the music in that footwork sequence. That was a lovely lift, went end to end. Ease of entry and exit, and now into the back death spiral. Watch your head. Got to get it right down by her knee. She does that. Really nice finish for Tiffany and Dawn.
Team that trains in Scottsdale, Arizona, with their coach, former Canadian pairs champion, Doug Ledre. So these American teams getting mentored by a couple of ex-Canadian champs. Still ahead, Megan DeHamel and Eric Radford, the current Canadian champions. Their Grand Prix debut for the 2012-2013 season. 26-year-old Tiffany Weiss, along with 34-year-old Dawn Baldwin, and there is Doug Ledre, who used to be with Christine Huff, of course, in the late 80s, early 90s. Fabulous Canadian pairs team. This team trains in Arizona.
So remember, Tiffany's natural rotation is in the other direction, so she does a terrific job of handling that double twist, and good marks for it. Here's a look at their throw triple flip, and has to really grab on with her toe pick to hang on for the landing. Look at the speed coming into the lift, attack and on the entry, very easy entry. Now watch the dismount, fluid, smooth, not losing any speed.
To give you perspective on the world stage, a good mark, a good score would be 60 plus. A great mark would be about 65 plus, and a phenomenal would be a 70 plus. Might be a chance we could see a 70 plus from a world champion team like Shevchenko and Coley a little bit later on. Weiss and Baldwin there, 46-47. That speaks to their inexperience right now.
And the deduction on the side-by-side triple jumps, and also a double downgrade on it. So costly mistake on the triple jump.
Speaking of those world champions in the house, they'll be in our second group.
You
Alyona.
never know what to expect from these
No, you
two.
don't.
Innovative costuming always.
Here's our final pair of this first group.
Daria Popova and Bruno Masso.
Moscow-born Daria Popova and Bruno Masso from France. They recently competed at the Nebelhorn event, and they finished in 5th position. They are the French national pairs champions.
Paired together, another new team since June of 2011. And we're 8th at the European Championships. Triple twist, lots of height, not the cleanest exit. Side-by-side triple toes. Very nice. Triple loop.
Down she goes.
Element. So mistakes are more costly when they are on an element than just in the choreography between them.
A stumble. Both have had a couple of glitches here so far.
And honestly, this is the pairs event early in the season, struggling with the choreography. And once it gets off, it's hard for the skaters to get back into it. They just haven't had the training to know how to handle the different mistakes that can happen. Back in sync here on the side-by-side spins.
It's easy to talk about it. You know, these skaters are not going to make excuses, but they also know in the pairs event, it's such a long road at the beginning of the season, and it is early that you want to get ready for your national championship. Keep your Grand Prix events, of course, maybe the Grand Prix final, but you also want to get a chance to get to the World Championship when this is going to look considerably different. Refined and polished, and hopefully for many of these teams, glitch-free.
We got to learn that handshake. Wow.
No chance. That's good, though. Daria Popova and Bruno Massot representing France. Daria is working on a French passport, so she can be ready potentially for the Olympics down the road. This team has some work to do before they get there, and obviously before they get to a world championship.
Well, nice height on that triple twist. Not a lot of speed on the landing. Look at how good their unison is, and those are excellent side-by-side triple toes. Now here comes the problem. The loop, you could see their timing was not on, and he didn't work with her. They looked like they were sort of working against each other on that, so some costly mistakes. It came undone in the footwork sequence.
Again, mark of 60 is a good mark. 65, a great mark. And we'll see those coming up with the higher ranked teams. These are the lesser experienced teams in this first group, but this team, Popova and Massot, 48-4-3. They're first right now, but that number will not stand up. There are 4 teams still to skate. They will take the ice shortly for their warm-up. Popova and Massot from France lead the 2 American teams, coached by former Canadian pairs champions. When we come back, there are the 4-time world champions, Alyona Savchenko and Robin Sokoli, and the Canadians, DeHamel and Radford, also in the group. Here we are live now, Megan DeHamel and Eric Radford, after their breakthrough Canadian championship. All they wanted was the national championship. They talked about it before. Megan had been knocking on the door before, but not like they did last year with Eric Radford. And I can't ever forget that emotion in the kiss and cry area afterward when she said, you know, it took a long time, but we never lost hope.
Well, their coach, Richard.
After winning Canadians, we came back home, and it was like I just sat on my couch, and I was like, I did it. I did it, and it's the greatest feeling, because it was like this weight was on my shoulders, and I was like, I just want to do it so bad all these years. You just have such a desire, and then we did it, and we came home, and our skating just got lighter. That's like the best way to describe it.
Well, their coach, Richard Gauthier, said their first season together was about getting the elements, their second season, the choreography, and this is all about performance for them.
Two skaters from Northern Ontario, partnered at 25 and realized the dream of winning the national championship, 5th at the Worlds. What a year, and they're aiming for even higher this year. And here's Paige Lawrence and Rudy Swiegers. Do not forget about this team. They're showstoppers. 3rd at the national championships the last 2 years.
Wonderful personalities on the ice. This year, a little more refined in their presentation. Of course, from Saskatchewan, and there's Paige going up sideways on the triple jump. She'll want to work that kink out, but so they are sort of celebrating their roots, and this short program is called Prairie Sky.
And the powerhouse team, rather unique costuming. Alyona Savchenko, Robin Sokoli, 4-time world champions. If we have a
rather unique.
If we have a power failure in here, we'll still be able to see them.
Well, they're working with a new costume designer based in their hometown of Chemnitz.
Really?
And, yes, they are.
Okay.
And they're calling them avant-garde, and they said, you know what, we don't care if people like them or not. We are going to
can't ignore
with
them.
these, even if we receive criticism. And they always want to draw the eye to them. I've watched them come into the Toronto Cricket Club, and even there, fluorescent pink, whatever. They just want everybody to know this.
They are colorful, to say the least.
But apart from that, I always look forward to seeing them every year to see, well, not really what they're going to wear, but what music they're going to skate to, what their choreography is going to be like, because they never just sit back and play it safe with the one thing that works for them. They are always trying something totally different. This short program will be, they'll skate to the music Kismet by Bond.
They're awesome. Awesome team. They are not conservative, to say the least. And I love watching this team backstage. If you're watching figure skating for the first time, first of all, stay with us because you should keep watching. I still believe that figure skaters are among the best athletes in the world. I have never seen anything like I see backstage when Robin Sokoli takes Alyona Savchenko and basically bench presses her
And
10, 20 times above his head to warm up.
now opposites attract. She's feisty. He's really relaxed. When they come on the ice before a warm-up, she'll just push her way to the front of the group. He stands back and sort of shrugs and says sorry, but she's fierce. She wants to get out there first and be the last off.
Also in this group, the Italian national champions, Stefania Berton and Andre Hauterek. So first up will be the two Canadian teams, including the Canadian bronze medalists. Just missed a spot at the World Championships. You gotta love Rudy. Rudy's story. They represent Canada and, of course, their province of Saskatchewan.
Paige Lawrence and Rudy Swiegers.
Paige Lawrence and Rudy Swiegers take it away. Your season has begun.
Paige comes from a rodeo family. You have to be fearless in this discipline. Music from the soundtrack, Robin and Marion. Triple jumps, and that's the element that they'll open with. Beautiful, smooth skating into it. Look at the edges, the footwork, and A clean element, great start. The judges will take note of the difficult entry into those side-by-side triple toes. Triple twist. Look at the deep arch of her back. She gets her head right down near the ice. Hold on, Rudy. Great the way they got themselves back into sync mid-spin. Throw triple Lutz. Oh,
Yes.
love the sound of that landing. Solid, fast. Struggling on that lift, but Rudy gets Paige up. Just looked a little slow going into it.
Hanging on here.
Nice job. She agrees, nice job.
Yes.
Oh,
And the Canadian fans on their feet. That's our first standing O here. Paige Lawrence, Rudy Swiegers, first Canadian team to skate here in this pair short program in Windsor. Nice job to start the season. Needless to say, see if they can rival a personal best here and put a big number up. Their teammates and rivals are next. They have become skating heroes in their province of Saskatchewan. Paige Lawrence and Rudy Swiegers, their personal best, 57.97. They were kind of hanging on at the very end, kind of running out of gas, and had some problems with synchronicity in their spins, but otherwise, great start.
well, a great start here, getting these side-by-side triples. Look at the weaving footwork on one foot until they step into the triple toes. So that was excellent, and they'll both feel really good about that. They did struggle a little bit on the elements, which are going to be noticeable in the scores. The triple twist, they just didn't quite get the height they needed. I liked the look of this death spiral and how low Paige got, but then into the side-by-side spins, Rudy struggled, and so that will drop the level of that element, and there's the throw triple.
You said it too, the sound of that jump, it was right in front of us. Just sounds different than the ones that don't land like that.
He gets a pat. Good job.
Lyndon Johnson again. They also train in Virden, Manitoba, just past the Saskatchewan border, with Patricia Hole. So 57.97 is their personal best. They're going to be a little bit shy of that, 52.88, but that score right now is the score to beat. All of these teams shooting for a 60 or beyond.
And that's the levels that they lost, losing points on technical requirements.
Hi guys, Dawson, Aaron, Grandma and Grandpa, love you.
The next competitors. Les prochains concurrents. Representing Canada, Megan Duhamel and Eric Radford.
It took a long time, but we never lost hope. Those were the words that were uttered tearfully after their win at the National Championships, and they rose to a new level And with great expectation now comes great responsibility, and now the bullseye is on this team. Megan Duhamel and Eric Radford, the Canadian champions, 5th at the Worlds.
Skating to music from the Opera La Boheme. This is choreographed by Julie Marcotte. Lots of speed here. Triple twist, nice height. Little oopsie-daisy on the landing there. Right into their lift. Triple here, it's a triple Lutz. 2-foot landing for Eric. Love the entrance.
And the finish.
Throw triple Lutz. With every element you'll notice, it's got this unusual entrance and exit, making it more difficult. Program choreographed by Julie Marcotte, placing one of their best elements at the end of the program, their side-by-side spins. Look at the unison.
Well, cue the standing O. Lawrence and Swigger's got one. You can expect that Duhamel and Radford will get one too. They're the Canadian champions. What you've got to like, Tracy Wilson, sometimes when you become a Canadian champion, you get satisfied. This team's not. It's obvious that they've upped the ante here.
You talk about the fact that they're wearing a bullseye. They don't see it. They're just seeing the bullseye ahead of them. And that's the Germans, and we'll see them a little bit later. Good start for them. That's the kind of debut that they wanted here at Skate Canada of this short program.
The goal last season for Megan Duhamel and Eric Radford with Richard Gauthier, their coach, was to win the national title. The goal this year is to make the podium at the World Championship, and there is an opening. In fact, there are a couple of openings along that path. If they can refine this and even more, Tracy Wilson, this could be a vehicle for them.
And how they're trying to do it is to up the difficulty between the elements and into the elements. You saw that clever choreography in that lift going into their death spiral. Wonderful position on the death spiral. Now look here, shoot the duck. That looks like fun, doesn't it? But not when you have to follow it with a throw triple Lutz. But they're able to gather themselves, and she nails the landing of that jump.
See, that shoot the duck comes, you're going to need it eventually in all those can skate programs.
Yes, you do. So they came in here saying they're not really concerned about the marks. What they want to get out is a clean skate. I think they did that. I think their marks also will be, they'll be well rewarded. I know for them, their personal best by the end of the season, they'd love to get to a 70. Their personal best coming in here was a 63. So they've already taken
There
it out.
it is, personal best, 64.49. They got the 63.69 at the Worlds, and they are currently in first place. And yes,
Hey, they picked up where they left off and then some.
yes, they have put a number up. World champions still ahead. Right now, it is Canada 1 and 2, 2 teams to skate.
The next competitors.
Pamela Radford,
She's
Lawrence
so
Spiegers.
cute. You could hear her saying, 64 is really good,
Stefania
isn't it?
Berton and Andre Hoteric.
That's what you got to love about this sport. Stefania Berton and Andre Hoteric from Italy.
They were 11th at the World Championships in Nice and will skate to Paint It Black here.
Appropriate, the 50th anniversary of the Rolling Stones.
Side by side, triple toes. That was a really pretty jump in the air to throw triple loop. That I think really starts out looking rough in a pairs program early in the season and then improves dramatically are the step sequences. It's very difficult to get that refined and smooth.
No discipline in skating has grown more than pairs when you think about it. A hybrid of pair skating, single skating, and now even dance. It's got it all, including the danger factor. They're a good team, Stefania Berton and Andre Hoteric. Hoteric from the Czech Republic, Stefania from Milan, Italy. Two-time Italian national champions. It's their first trip to Canada. We're supposed to skate at Skate Canada 2 years ago, did not. Not bad at all. When we come back, the final pairs team just happened to be the 4-time world champions. Spandex gone wild. Looking like superheroes, fluorescent superheroes. Heroes of Germany, the world champions. Alyona Savchenko and Robin Sokolby will skate next. Last to skate here. And here are the Italians. What did you think, Tracy Wilson?
Technically, I thought they did a very good job. Here's their side-by-side triple toes. They were both single skaters. You could see they handled that nicely. Here's a look at the triple twist. They started working on this last year. She broke her jaw training that element. They took negatives all year when they did it in competition, but they'll get points, extra points on that today. It was a good position in the air, not a strong landing. She had to really dig in her toe, but overall, technically a strong performance. Their work for me needs to come artistically. The opposite of Lawrence and Sweegers, who I thought were strong artistically and had the weak technical moments.
Let's see how the marks reflect here between the Canadian team, Lawrence and Sweegers, and this team. The Italians. Again, short program, the free skates all tomorrow here at Windsor. And 64-49 will bump the Canadians down to third, and the Italians are currently second behind to Hamel and Radford, the Canadian champions. So the other Canadian team, Lawrence and Sweegers, currently in third position.
Representing Germany, Alonia Savchenko and Robin Zolkovic.
So it's up to this team, which is the defending world champions, certainly capable of putting up a huge number. It is early in the season, however. No pairs team in the history of this event has won more titles than these two.
And last year was all about getting in the throw triple axel. They've decided not to include it early in the season this year, getting the programs down first, then the tricks. So now they will open with a throw triple flip. Watch the height she gets. Straight up in the air. Out of spread eagle, side by side triple toes. From the air, back into the air, triple twist. Like their costumes or not, they certainly show off their unison and their wonderful body lines. Every position that they hit, totally intentional, nothing by accident. Step sequence is circular, the only pair I've seen to do that. Sort of not hearing the music to me. It just feels like they've lost the music. Need to pick up some syncopation there. And really, I'm comparing them against themselves and what's possible. Here's good burst of speed going into their lift.
There's that strength we talked about. Let's face it, they're the best team in the world for a reason, folks. They are ridiculously good. My goodness. My greatness. They do things that no other team can do.
Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames et messieurs,
You know, again, I've seen them skate with more confidence and ease, but this early in the season, they laid it down technically. Well thought out, in a way, a careful performance, but they handled all the details, the difficult elements, very, very clean. I want to know, what did you think of the costume?
We'll be back in a moment. They are colorful, they are unique, they are creative, they are powerful, you name it, fill in the adjective. This is a team, Tracy, that the only thing they're missing from their portfolio is an Olympic gold medal, but they also have they're second ranked in terms of world titles as pairs teams. Only Rodina and Zaitsev have more. With 6, this team has 4.
Look at the height in that triple twist. Again, they push the boundaries technically, artistically. Very, very clean. You watch the entrance here into this lift. Watch just her leg line. And throughout the program, every detail is taken care of. Again, the costumes show off their body lines, show off their unison. You weren't distracted by them, were you, Rod?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
They're little.
They could wear anything.
Yeah, they could.
But they're up against a top Russian team, and the only way they're going to beat that Russian team is by clean programs. That's how they held them off last year.
Look at this number. 70, we said, was the benchmark for phenomenal.
Yeah.
We just saw phenomenal. 72.26. Wow. World champions laid it down. 72.26. Look at the lead they have over Duhamel and Radford. The Italians in 3rd, Lawrence and Swiegers currently in 4th position. What a skate from the 4-time world champions. Let's go down to Sarah Orleski now.
Well, setting the bar again, as a duo, you have accomplished so much already. Is it 4 of the last 5 years world champions? What is it that motivates you right now?
Yeah, to become a 5th-time world champion, and I think everybody knows our big goal is Olympics. So we have to keep on going, keep on fighting, keep on working next 2 years.
Everybody is so excited to see this free program that you're going to debut here. What can we expect from it?
High-class figure skating, we hope. No, it's the first time we show the long program in a competition. So we just want to skate and feel the audience, feel the emotion. Maybe they think it's good or maybe not. We'll see.
Well, people are certainly anticipating it. Thank you so much, and it was a wonderful short program.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was. Alyona from Ukraine, Robin from Germany. They, of course, skate for Germany, and they put on a powerful, colorful performance here. They're the leaders, undeniably. Canadian champions looked good. Tracy?
They looked great. You know, there's a spot on that world podium up for grabs, and these two are looking like they see themselves on that podium.
They know what they have to shoot for as well after seeing the German world champions. Let's go to Sarah now with Duhamel and Radford.
Well, Megan, not a bad way to start off the new Grand Prix season with a personal best in the short program. Megan, I know you said that after you won nationals last year that it really affected your skating and just that you felt much more settled. How have you noticed that in your skating so far this season?
Unfortunately, I don't think I looked very settled in that short program today. I was a little on my heels. But generally, since nationals last year, we felt a lot calmer about our skating. It's like a huge weight has been lifted off of our shoulders, having that performance at nationals. And it's really helped, and we've been able to evolve our skating and dig even deeper and do more difficult choreography in our programs, and we've become a lot more consistent. And even when we kind of stumble at the beginning of a program, we were still able to execute everything, which is really good for us.
I'm so curious, you two are working with an acting coach this year as well. How have you found that that's helped you?
It's funny, like, it's difficult to describe. I mean, she really pushes our limits and our boundaries. You know, she gets us to look at each other in a way that we've never looked before, to feel in a way that we've never felt before while we're skating. And I think it just kind of has expanded us as people, and it has allowed us to draw from a wider range of feelings while we're out there.
Well, I know that the fans love seeing you guys today. We can't wait to see the free program tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Megan DeHamel, Eric Radford, Canadian champions behind the world champions. And our afternoon coverage will conclude in a moment here from 2012 Skate Canada.
Well, no question, as we look at 16-year-old Caitlin Osmond from Alberta, she has been the story here this afternoon. She stands second to Geta Vanishvili from Georgia after the women's short program. Now, just a reminder, we will take a break for 2.5 hours, and we'll be back on TSN2 at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Coming up tonight, again on TSN2, the men's short program. That, of course, features Patrick Chan. The dance short program featuring Virtue and Moyer. By the way, Tessa Virtue is majoring in psychology and taking classes here in Windsor at the University of Windsor. We'll see you in 2.5 hours. For now, for Rod Black, Tracy Wilson, and Sarah Orleski, I'm Brian Williams. So long from Skate Canada 2012 in Windsor, Ontario.